happening? This is Joshua Boetsi, and you're watching Sporting Icons.
All right, everyone. Hope you're all doing fantastic. And, of course, looking forward to the fight tomorrow night between Sergey Kovalev and Anthony Yarde. Of course, that will be on BT Sport. Not box office, so great news, right? I mean, I don't have BT Sport, so I'll try and find a way how to watch it. Now, the weigh-in today was Anthony Yarde weighed 173.9 pounds, Kovalev 174.6 pounds. But when these guys had their face-off for the pictures and what have you, the stare-down, which went on for ages, by the way, is what, 2 minutes maybe, which is pretty long for a stare down. Very, very long. Not to say that these guys weren't breaking and smiling from time to time, because they were. And by the way, I admire whoever it was in the crowd keeping on shouting out, "Lions in the camp, Lions in the camp." I mean, I admire his commitment to keep it going for that long. Now, as far as this fight goes, who's going to win? Now, as you can see on the scales there, Anthony Yarde is chiseled. He's always chiseled. And quite how he makes 175 for light heavyweight, I will never know. And he's actually lighter than Kovalev. Kovalev, he's in pretty good condition, but he's not ripped like Anthony Yarde. But as we know, recent history will tell you, bodies don't win fights. Now, as far as this fight goes, who's going to win? It's up in the air, isn't it? Kovalev's got to be the favourite. When you look at everything that a boxer needs, you've got to favour Kovalev. Especially in this fight. Anthony Yarde, inexperienced in compared to Kovalev. Kovalev has been here and done this so many times. He's been in there with much bigger names than an Anthony Yarde. Okay, so he's been there. The pressure isn't necessarily going to get to Kovalev. And, of course, it's in Kovalev's home country of Russia. Kovalev doesn't fight there too often. So when he does go there, he's going to want to put on a great performance for his Russian crowd. Speaking of the crowd, historically, we have seen instances with the Russian crowd being very, very racist to non-white people in boxing and football and other sports and that especially. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen in this fight, we don't know, but it wouldn't surprise me if it did. And can Anthony Yarde ride the storm of maybe pure hatred at the Russian crowd? Because Kovalev, he's going to be the crowd favourite anyway. These guys are going to be wanting to see Kovalev for quite some time, and now he's actually in Russia. They're going to be coming out in their droves, you would imagine. I have no idea what the ticket sales for this are, no idea whatsoever. But it's going to be a very, very hostile crowd in favour of Kovalev. So Anthony Yarde is going to have to be mentally switched on for this one. And of course, Tunde Ajayi, his trainer, is going to have to be in his ear the entire time to keep his nerves down. But listen, nothing wrong with a bit of fear. With a bit of fear, makes you perform better, in my opinion, and many fighters say that as well. But the attributes that Anthony Yarde has that may be outweighing on Kovalev is, first of all, the youth, of course, which comes with youth, speed. Anthony Yarde is very, very fast-handed, very nimble on his feet as well. So that is going to help him in this fight, and he carries power. Now, Kovalev also carries power. Kovalev carries one-punch knockout power. We've never really seen Anthony Yarde in trouble before, but we have seen him laced up a few times where he does get hit quite a bit. So Anthony Yarde's defence is a little bit leaky at times against the opposition that he has been fighting, which has been pretty poor, let's be honest, up to now. So him taking on Sergey Kovalev, he deserves a whole lot of respect, as does Tunde Ajayi for allowing this fight to happen, of course. Also, I'm going to respect their bank accounts after this one as well, so maybe that's got something to do with it. But regardless of all that, Anthony Yarde does have a shot, and what he's going to have to go for is risk getting knocked out himself, in my opinion. So he counterpunches Sergey Kovalev, catches him clean, because Kovalev can be knocked out. We've seen him drop down before, and Anthony Yarde has the power to put Kovalev out cold. I don't believe that he can outbox Kovalev. So he's going to have to make Kovalev a bit more brave. So he comes in and goes for the knockout himself, and that's where Anthony Yarde is going to have to unleash hell all over Sergey Kovalev. And in my opinion, that's the only way he's going to get the win, is by trading with Kovalev and risk potentially getting knocked out himself, which can happen. It really can happen, because I don't see the judges giving Anthony Yarde the decision. Even if Anthony Yarde wins all 12 rounds, I don't see the judges giving Anthony Yarde the decision. If it does go to points and Anthony Yarde should win, hopefully they are going to be unbiased and they do award the winner, the correct winner at least anyway. But how's this fight going to go? I think that Anthony Yarde, he can do this. He's not the favourite. For sure, anybody who knows boxing, he is not the favourite. But I hope that he wins. I really, really hope that he wins. And as I said, the only way that I believe he can win is by stopping Kovalev, or at least hitting him to the canvas 3 or 4 times in this fight to take, if there's any kind of bias in the judges, to take that away from their hands. But anyway, I mean, we'll have to wait and see what happens tomorrow night. I'm very excited for it. I am nervous for Anthony Yarde, but I really, really, really hope that he gets that win and we have another British champion of the world. That would be absolutely fantastic if that happens. But as I said, Kovalev will be the favourite. And if anybody does any kind of betting, I personally don't. But if anybody does, I would imagine more people will be picking a Kovalev win, either on points or by knockout. But I believe the fight is going to go to, I think it's more because what I want to happen. I think Anthony Yarde is going to knock out Kovalev. He's going to get into a bit of a trade-off with Kovalev, and he's going to be the one to land the punch due to his speed. So anyway, we'll have to wait and see what happens, but good luck to Anthony Yarde. I hope he does the business. For you guys, you drop your thoughts below as to who you think is going to win this fight. How do you think they're going to win the fight? All that good stuff. So anyway, drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next one.